Imagine a future where fish ruled the world, where the first fish president was elected, where a fish doctor prescribed your medication, where fish start taking over your homes and businesses in a form of fish gentrification. It may seem ridiculous, but this future may not be that far-fetched. Tilapia. Tilapia, the most abundant invasive species in the Gulf states. Originally native to the freshwater rivers and lakes of Africa and the Middle East, tilapia are herbivores that feed on many varieties of aquatic plants. This aspect of tilapia, as well as their ability to control insect populations, is one reason why they were introduced in the United States in the 1980s. Their use as pest control for invasive insects in aquatic plants in Alabama, Florida, and other southeastern and western states is what led to the intense competition between tilapia and the native freshwater fish of those states. Despite the consumer demand of tilapia, it doesn't help dwindle the population of this invasive species, especially because of the often terribly unregulated tilapia farms in charge of breeding said invasive species. Due to tilapia's faster reproductive time and higher success rate compared to native species, tilapia is able to easily become the dominant species with little competition for food. In fact, studies show sunfish are consumed more frequently by sea bass in the presence of tilapia when artificial habitats are present, but when they are not, sea bass consumes them both equally. This means that in a normal environment, when tilapia are present, sunfish face increased consumption. By our own doing, tilapia is undoubtedly the most abundant invasive species in the United States, rampaging the freshwater ecosystems of Southern California, Alabama, and Florida. How can we correct this problem? How can we prevent this from happening again? What measures must we take? First and foremost, we must implement stronger regulations on tilapia farms to increase security and prevent the accidental introduction of tilapia into freshwater ecosystems. A ban could be implemented on importation of tilapia for reasons extraneous to being delivered to approved fish farms. We can even search for a different organism that can take the place of tilapia if the need for the control of invasive aquatic species becomes great. Educational measures can even be taken, and the general public can be taught the dangers of tilapia to increase awareness. We can also encourage fishermen to fish tilapia to keep, rather than to catch and release. Hunting regulations on tilapia can also be changed so that fishermen can be permitted and encouraged to hunt as many tilapia as they want. Subsidies could even be offered to fishermen who have exterminated a significant number of tilapia in an area. We can even encourage the increased selling of tilapia in place of other white meat fish to further deplete the oppressive numbers of tilapia. Do you want to be remembered as the people who stood by as our native populations were starved and driven out, or as the force that tried to implement change?